Michelle, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another weekly vlog. Today is Sunday, April 20th. Happy Easter. I hope you guys had a great day today. I unfortunately didn't go anywhere. I didn't make it to church with the kids. I still have, it's horrible, you guys. I'm not going to show you. If you can see it on the side, it literally looks like a lump up underneath my skin. It's awful. And I do believe it's shingles. So I didn't think it was shingles at first because I will never forget my mom always telling me that my grandma had shingles, and she said it was the most painful thing she's ever experienced in her life. And I was like, okay, like I have these blisters, they look like shingles because obviously like I was researching and stuff, but I'm not really feeling any pain, so I don't think it's shingles. And I feel like I haven't been stressed. I don't know. I know that there's been a lot of life changes happening. So, you know, maybe that triggered it. I don't know. I definitely think I'm like 98% sure. Obviously, I'm not a doctor. I cannot, but like, I can't self-diagnose myself. But if I could, I would say I'm 98% sure that it is shingles. And this is the reason why. I've had it for a week now, okay? And I want to say about day 4-ish, it just randomly, like I would just be sitting here, right? And randomly I would just get this shooting pain, and it was sharp and intense. And it doesn't last long. Sometimes they last for 5 seconds. Sometimes they last for 1 second. Sometimes they last for 30 seconds. But they are intense. Like to the point they don't take my breath away. But if I'm just sitting here, I will literally be like, oh! Like it's intense. And I know that shingles is a nerve thing. And I've also read, scary part about shingles is that it can stay with you forever. Like the pain and the itching and all this stuff. And there's a condition called for like I don't know what it's called, but basically like post shingles pain. And I didn't know all this. Like, oh my goodness. So I am going to the doctor tomorrow, and I have noticed that if I'm like doing things, if I get out of the house, if I'm like out and about, it feels worse and the pain is like more intense. So I have been just kind of laying on my couch, watching TV on my phone, not really doing much because like I said, me and Ava went to go drop off Contrell, and we drove around for an hour, and like the random shooting pains happened a lot in that hour that we were out. I got to see Contrell today though. Unfortunately, I didn't go to church. They both dress up. They look gorgeous. Well, Ava looked gorgeous and Contrell looked so handsome. Anyways, I wanted to real quick do comments with Jill. I uploaded my video, and I didn't even say Happy Easter in that video. I just wasn't even thinking about the fact that it was going to be uploaded on Easter. I mean, I made the Easter baskets with y'all, but I totally forgot to say Happy Easter. So Happy Easter. I hope y'all had a great day. Contrell, well, I asked the kids what they wanted for Easter dinner, and Ava said, I don't know. And Contrell said lasagna. I said lasagna it is. Oh, you did. I'm so sorry. Were you okay with the lasagna? You just wanted pasta. Actually, you wanted fettuccine. So I still gotta get you some fettuccine. Okay. She actually did. I apologize. She usually tells me, I don't know. But Contrell said lasagna, and then I was like, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. And then did I ask you if it was okay? Okay, yeah, I did ask her if it was okay, and she said yeah. So anyways, I made a lasagna. Contrell took like more than half of it home because I was like, take it with you. Ava got what she wanted. I'm not gonna have any more. It's good. Like I love lasagna, but the way that we made it was so rich and so heavy, and I really just honestly like, I'm like, I need to start eating better because of this. And then also on top of that, I'm not really working out. I'm gonna ask the doctor what all can I do, because obviously if this is like stress related, then obviously we want to have as little stress on me as possible. So like, what does that look like? Does that look like me? By the way, I didn't buy it. I got it sent to me and we are testing it out, but I got a walking pad that is more like a foldable treadmill. You guys will see it in an upcoming video. Actually, I'm not sure if it's a sponsorship for this channel or my weight loss channel. I think it's this channel, but I'm so freaking excited. Ava walked on it yesterday for 40 minutes while I was taking a nap. But she's loving it too. And I'm like, we're gonna get so many steps in. And I know, like, we're gonna ask the downstairs neighbors if they can hear it. And obviously if it annoys them, what times, if it doesn't annoy them, like what times would you prefer us to not go before or after? So like set a time limit, like not any time before, like, I don't know, she might be up at 5. So if she's up at 5, she might be like, I don't care if you get up at 5 and walk on your treadmill. Or I don't care if, you know, she might be up at 10, 11, 12. I don't care if you're up, you know? So I just want to ask her and see, because I genuinely think that they probably can hear it downstairs. But unfortunately, I was thinking, because it's foldable and it's pretty portable, that it was going to go up underneath the dresser in here, but unfortunately it doesn't. So I got to figure out a place to store it, because this is where we're going to want to come walk on our walking path. Oh, see, it just like randomly does it, y'all. Walk on the walking pad. I might actually just put it in your room, Ava, and then I could watch TV, because you just go on your iPad. You don't even watch the TV. Well, would you want it in your room?
This way.
So you would watch the TV if it was facing the other way? There's a spot for the iPad and everything, but yeah, so I'm gonna ask her tomorrow. Also, this is another reason why. If this right here, I pray that this is not shingles right here. I hope that this is, but I'm really fearing that it is shingles and that it's spreading, or whatever it is that I have. Because this is like a cluster of something. It's not just like one bump, it's like several bumps. Let's do comments with Jill and see what we got. We've got a good bit of comments, so this is gonna be kind of lengthy. Tabby Gabbard, I hope I pronounced that right. 9811, hi Jill, happy Easter and family. You look so pretty and you take care. Thanks girl, I appreciate it. Laura, hey girl, hey. She said, happy Easter to you and your family. Prayers for you and your dad. Thank you. My dad's still doing the same too, unfortunately. So yeah, I'm praying that he also, I think they're calling the doctor tomorrow. So hopefully they can get an appointment for him to go. Becky Thomas, 6359 gave me 2 butterfly emojis, so thanks girl. User Levin Life said, your daughter certainly is a beautiful young woman. She definitely is. I love your personality. You're so real. Yes, you are gorgeous. Thanks girl, I appreciate it. Shepherd Bond said, happy Easter Jill, and ask for that rash. Oh, I think she meant to say ask for that rash. It would be the best to go to the doctor. How is it 9:30 already? And find out what's going on. Bernadette Kowalski 275. Sorry if I'm butchering y'all's names. Butterfly emoji, thank you. Sam Hanley, reading the comments is a fun thing to do on your videos. I left a comment, but it must have been too late to read on this video. It was about your Louis Vuitton bag. I love it. It is so beautiful. I had that same print in on the go and I absolutely love it. Enjoy it, girl. That bag, oh, I freaking love it. It is gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Oh, it makes me so happy. Like every time I see it, I smile. Like, oh, it's beautiful. So I read it in this blog. So I hope that you enjoy. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for commenting. Lisa Rhodes 6741, 2 butterfly emojis. Thank you, girl. Kathy 4926, praying for you and your dad. My favorite scent is also Amazing Grace. I received more compliments when I wore it than any other fragrance. Girl. I can still smell it. It's so good. It is so good. And I've missed it so much. And I'm like, I do not understand why QVC has a shipping restriction. I'm like, should I see if I could ship it to Cantrell's address? Should I see if I can ship it to the office up here? Can I see if I can ship it to his friend's mom's house? Like, I tried seeing if I could ship it to my parents' house. It also said no, it was restricted. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm telling you guys, I have been getting those bottles from QVC for years on end. And then all of a sudden, like last year I didn't get any at all, because you know. So this year I was like, I'm gonna get them again. And it popped up with like, can't restrict it. And I'm like, oh, this must be a mistake. Like, I'll wait till I have time that I can actually call them and they'll be able to like, boop, 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 bypass it. No, they can't. And I did see on TikTok Shop that they have cause they're the super size. Y'all, I did the calculations. What did I pay for that perfume? Like $74. And then I paid $49 for the lotion. That's not even the size that I would get for $74, $79, $80 something dollars. It's like less than $100, okay? You get a super size. You get a very large lotion, body wash, and you get a bigger one. I put it in the bathroom already, the bathroom closet. But it's like I think it's like a 4 ounce or a 3, I don't know. But the last one that I had, it was bigger than the one that I just got from Ulta. And does my body think I'm stressed right now? I don't think it happens when I'm talking more. Anyways, so yeah, it's a great deal. If you can get it from QVC, get it from QVC. Then you can also do the easy pays. Oh, I'm so mad that I can't, because I freaking love, like, getting it again has brought back my love. Like, I love the perfume so dang much. Lillian Epperson 3410 said, I've been using Amazing Grace for years. Always get compliments on it. Same, girl, same. QVC by far has the best price on it. They really do. They really genuinely do. I tried looking up HSN, QVC. HSN didn't have anything I was looking for. Like I said, TikTok Shop, but I'm like, TikTok Shop it's coming from HSN. So are they gonna be able to send it to me from buying it on the TikTok Shop, which would be dumb, but maybe that's what they're trying to do. I don't know, but the thing is, with you getting on the TikTok Shop, you can't do easy pay. You have to pay out, up front. I'd rather pay like 15 bucks a month for it. Anyways, Nicole B 84444444. You know who you are. I'm so glad you've seen growth in your channel. You deserve it. Thank you, girl. You work so hard and stay so consistent. I comment to support your channel. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry. Well, obviously, like, I haven't been consistent because it's been hard to like sit, if I'm being honest. Like I said, like, the most comfortable position for me and the less pain is just laying down on my side. And it's obviously on this side. So yeah, April weight loss journey said butterfly, and she gave me 3 butterfly emojis, so thank you. Tamara Figueroa 2158 gave me 3 butterfly emojis and said, hope you and your family are well. Happy Easter. Happy Easter, girl. Sherry Frenchie mom of 2 said, girl, I hope you don't have shingles. I've heard how bad it can be. Yeah. Prayers to you and your dad, wishing you a blessed Easter. And now that I'm thinking about it, my coworker, the guy that quit, that was training me, I want to say he said that he had shingles too. And I was like, oh my gosh, I heard it's so painful. He's like, yeah, it was so painful. Like I said, I think I have a mild case because it's uncomfortable. And like I said, when those sharp shooting pains come, that's painful. And then like it starts itching and it's just very uncomfortable and I just want it to go away. It looks gross. It's disgusting. Ugh. But I feel like it's because it's where it's located If it was anywhere else in my body, girl, I would be in constant pain. So I'm so grateful for that. Mary Johnson, V6Y said, girlfriend, go to the doctor quick if your rash doesn't clear up fast. I really should have went. And my friend was telling me to, my mom was also telling me like, you need to go to the doctor. And that's another thing. Like I've been so tired. I'm just like, I don't have the energy to go, but I'm gonna force myself to go. Shingles are bad, really bad. Just caring for you and your health. Feel better soon. Thank you, girl. Like I said, I'm going tomorrow. Lillian Epperson 3410 said, have a blessed Easter. I hope you do too. Shania Johnson 1401, Nina Poole, love her. Miss Dupa Rooney, I love her. Nina Poole, love her. Definitely hard to find stuff after she mentioned it. Girl, I took a screenshot. She was talking about this, what was it? Right here. Pharmacist created and recommended, she said the Go Pure. You guys see that video? The Go Pure. Now I will say this too. I was not very consistent with the Go Pure neck cream. I did get it for free for TikTok with TikTok Shop as a sample. But I honestly did not notice a difference. But again, I did not use it every day consistently because you guys know I went through that whole depressive stage last year and I just was not consistent with taking care of myself and my skincare and all that stuff. So anyways, she said that this is pretty much identical to that Go Pure, but it's like, what did she say? Like $10 or something. I think you can find it at Sally's. It's probably sold out. I don't know when she posted the video, but I just saw it the other day. But yeah, it is hard, but that's the next thing on my list that I want to get. God's Glory 1020. I subscribed. Hope this helps, Jill. It does. Thank you so much. Susan Gonzalez 7154. Show us Ava. We want to see your mom singing. Girl, no, you do not. What do you think, Ava? Do they want to see me singing? No, they don't. They don't want to hear me. They don't want to hear me. Charlene Morton 8779. Hey girl, hey friend. 2 butterfly emojis. Maggie, I miss you so much, Maggie. I hope you're doing good. She did 2 butterfly emojis and a kissy face. Kim Jerfin 6199 said, sending prayers for you and your family, praying for God's healing hands on you and your dad. Happy Easter, he is risen. Thank you so much. Slopes 2816 gave me a heart emoji. Ashley Wagner said, girl, if the rash is shingles, I highly suggest going to the doctors. You can't play around, or doctor, you can't play around with shingles. I was seeing things where it was like, if it's past the 3 days, then it doesn't matter. Like, don't even, just at home care. But then I read somewhere where it said if it's anywhere near your ear or your face or your eyes, you need to go. And I'm like, oh crap. So that's when I was like, I need to go. And it was kind of messing with my hearing on, what day was that? What day did we get the treadmill, Ava? Was it Friday? I think it was Friday. Susie, Texas 8620 gave me 2 butterfly emojis. Thank you, girl. Christiner Brown 8786. Happy Easter to you and your family. That rash looks either shingles or poison ivy oak. My mom was saying that. She was like, maybe it's poison oak. I'm like, Mom, I have not been by any. I haven't been in the grass, like nothing. So I don't see how it could be poison oak. But yeah, those are the things that it looked most like. The calamine lotion will help with the itching. Don't keep touching it. I'm definitely not touching it. I am like itching around because I'm not gonna lie, it's so itchy. But right now I do have fresh calamine lotion on, so it's not as itchy. The thing on your back could be a cyst of some kind. I think it is. May need to go to doctor at some point for that one. Sending you all your mom and dad prayers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Miss 522 Boo gave me 3 butterfly emojis. Thank you, girl. R3DDT3RR gave me It looks like, is that holy water? A bunny and the purple cross. So happy Easter, girl. Violet's Vibes combo corner with Jill. I love that. I love that so much. Love your videos, girl. XOXO. Lots of love from Utah. I love that. Combo corner with Jill. That's so cool. Amber Satterfield said, happy Easter, girl. Hope everything we don't see is going well. Janet Hideo 8153 said, happy Easter. Thank you. Happy Easter. Kayla Porter M1C said, happy Easter. Happy Easter, girl. And Diana Z777 said, happy Easter. I'm going to refresh real quick and see if we got any new ones. Oh, Hope Jacoe 8910 give me a butterfly emoji, so thank you, girl. Mezzy 513, happy Easter to you and your family. Have a wonderful day. I am watching you from Australia. I think that's so freaking cool. I remember the first time I realized that someone was not in the United States watching me, and I was like, you're from where? And you're watching me? Little me? Like, what? That's so cool. And then I remember my friend in Augusta, she'd be like, you're a worldwide superstar. That girl used to hype me up so much. I love her so much. Okay, happy Easter to you and your family. Have a wonderful day. I'm watching you from Australia. Love your videos. I wish you can make more videos. I know, right? I do have two. Well, my schedule is going to be two for here, two for my weight loss channel, and then I'm trying to go every day on TikTok, but I've been slacking on all that. But thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love so much. And then Dark Roots 64 gave me 3 butterfly emojis. So I wanted to say this real quick. I watched Passion of the Christ. We watched Passion of the Christ this afternoon, and let me tell you something. I feel like openly struggled with my faith since a really long time. And there's certain reasons why. One was my ex-husband he was like brought up in the church, and he was a Christian. And I saw a lot of Christians acting not so Christian-like. So I just started to like kind of put up this wall thinking that that's just how Christians were. And I would go to church and I would feel condemned because you're supposed to give up this and you're supposed to do this. And I'm like, but I thought that like following Christ and being a lover of Jesus and God is like, there's like, the rule is to love everybody, to not judge, to not point the finger and tell people you can do this, you can't do this, yada, yada, yada. I struggled with that for a really long time. I would go to Bible studies and I would hear judgment. I would hear politics being talked about, and I would just be like, definitely different opinions than I had. Certain churches I would go to would talk about the LGBTQIA plus community, which I am an ally of. I do not have any hate for anyone that is gay, trans, whatever. Whoever you choose to love is who you choose to love, and that is none of my damn business, because I just want everyone to live their happiest life. So I've been to churches where, you know, they've heavily talked about being gay and how bad it is and how it's a sin. And I'm like, I had Kentrell out of wedlock. That was a sin. I was living with his daddy. That was a sin. We were not married. Ava was conceived out of wedlock. That was a sin. And I never once heard my pastor, and I know this might be controversial for some people, but let's just chit chat, because I'm telling you my story. This is my story. This is my experience. Okay. Never once did I hear a pastor or the pastor of the church that we were going to like condemn us for, you know, having a child out of wedlock and living together. He never once said anything. Matter of fact, he was going to marry us. But then my ex-husband actually ended up being married. I think I told y'all that. Girl, I got the cake knife engraved. I got a champagne flutes engraved. The champagne flutes said a different name. It was like his name, but it started with another letter. So they made a mistake. And I said, oh. And then on the cake knife, they messed up and it was like a different name or something like that. But there were 2 different mistakes. And that right there was my sign from God. Do not marry this man. But do you think I listened? No. But then I can't say that because that was when I just had control and I can't go back because, girl, I would do it 100 times over. I would go through everything I went through 100 times over again because the outcome is I get my children. And I wouldn't have them if I didn't have them with him, you know? And I also wouldn't have had Ava if I would have, you know, like looked at that and been like, oh, you're married? Like, you don't think that was something you should have told me? Like, I'm living with a married man? So I'm sinning that way too. I mean, obviously I didn't know, but then I knew and I was still living with him. He was still married. So, yeah, very interesting story. So anyways, where was I going with this? I kind of feel like I've lost my train of thought now because I was like, oh my gosh. So anyways, yeah, I never once, yeah, he was going to marry us and then like we noticed he was married or he found out he was married and, we weren't able to get married. So we had to wait. But all I'm saying is that I feel like some of the churches that I've been to have put certain sins above others, or they will specifically talk about one sin constantly, specifically being gay. And I just think, you know what? I'm just going to say it's their church. They do what they want, but I'm not going to go to that church. So definitely wanting to find a church home. Me and Contra had a conversation last week and I just, like, my eyes were kind of open to some things. And I said, okay, like, I know that my heart has been hardened because of the whole Christian thing and my ex being Christian and being brought up in the church and being like, this is how Christians are supposed to act. Like, this is how people that love God and Jesus act. I don't want any part in that, but I love Jesus and I love God and I know that they exist. Like, I know, like, Jesus is my Lord and Savior. Like, yes, he is. But like the people that follow him, like the other people that are like all judgy and stuff, which I'm not perfect. I'm judgy too at times. You know what I mean? But just evil, like my ex, right? And it just, it really put a hardness on my heart and walls up. So I've been praying that it softens and that the walls come down and then I start like really putting myself out there. So I've been praying about that. Like I said, I got this. I asked God to lead me to a church and he led me to Siri led me to a church. I said, God, this wasn't you. This was not you. There's no way. I don't believe it. And so I was telling Contrell and his friend about it the other day. And his friend said, if he brings you back, do it again. And if he brings you back there, then you know it's him. But he was like, why don't you check out this church? And I said, I've actually been there before. And I actually love it. Why did I stop going? I don't know. There was something that must have happened. But I'm not going to let that stop me anymore. Because the pastor, the person who is preaching, I love his teachings. Love him so much. So why am I going to stop going? Because I don't agree with something that someone said in the church? I don't know. I don't remember what happened, if I'm being honest. Maybe I was just like, oh, I'm tired of going. Like, I don't know. But I think actually I just stopped because I was like, I was mad at God again. I don't know. But anyways, I'm saying all this to say this. It's been a journey, y'all. It's been a journey. And he said, why don't you join groups? They have like tons of e-groups. They have in-person groups. They have all kinds of stuff. And so I said, okay. And I started looking and immediately I joined a group. And the one is specifically for addiction. Another one is for dealing with being coming out of abusive relationships and just like, like leaning on God for that, for healing and stuff like that. So those two groups I'm in, and one is in person, one is virtual. So I'm very excited for that. But we were watching Passion of the Christ today, and I was watching it, and I told Contrell, I said, well, Contrell and Ava, I said, I have been so freaking selfish. Like, this man was literally perfect. He did not commit one single sin. And look at what they did to him. And that was for me. And I told him on that Friday that we talked, I said, whenever I heard people say that he died for you, I'd be like, no, he didn't. He died for everyone. Like, I'm not anyone special. And he said, yes, you are. He died specifically for you. And I don't know why, it literally clicked in that moment. And I said, holy crap, he did. And so when I was watching it today with the kids, my mind was just going, like, I've been so damn selfish. Like, sitting here acting like a 2-year-old with a temper tantrum because my divorce didn't go right, or my marriage didn't go the way that I wanted him to, or wanted it to, and God didn't change him like I know he can. And that's the thing. I feel like a lot of us will like get caught up in like knowing that God can like go like this and change a person or change something. But then you also have to remember, like, how do I know that he hasn't? Or also, how do I know the things that God has seen, everything that man has done? Maybe he's like, no, sweetheart, you, my daughter, do not need to be with that man anymore because I saw everything. I heard everything that came out of that man's mouth. I saw everything he was doing behind your back. You don't need to be with him, period. You need some time to heal. I'm going to set you up with the perfect guy for you, and he's going to be everything you ever possibly imagined and then more. That's what I'm going to bless you with. But for the longest time, it was just like, and maybe he did try, but again, we have free will. So who knows how many times God did try to intervene? I don't know that, So anyways, I'm just like, thinking about how selfish I've been and like how I'm like mad at God and like, having these like 2-year-old tantrums and whatnot. And I said, that man did nothing. And I can't even imagine. Whew. So I said, that man, here's the thing. They were spitting in his face. He was carrying a 200, 300-pound cross. The other people that were being crucified, they weren't messing with them at all. They were so nasty to Jesus, so freaking nasty to him for no reason. And he still prayed for them. And it was in that moment when I heard Jesus praying, Lord, they forgive them. They know not what they do. And I've heard that verse many times before. But and I've seen that movie before. But there is something so powerful about seeing it today that I was just like, Lord, please forgive me for everything. For everything. Because obviously, what my ex-husband has done is bad, right? But it is nothing compared to what Jesus had to go through to die for me. He also died for my ex-husband. He also died for you on the other end of this watching. The hateful people that are in my comment section being nasty. He died for you too. And if he did that and went through all of that for me, surely I can forgive my ex-husband for what he did and pray for him. And so I just have a whole new perspective, and I wanted to share that with you guys, because I'm just like, Lord, whatever your will is for my life, just reveal it to me. Show me, where do you want me to live? Do you want me to go back home? Do you want me to stay here in Charlotte? Where do you want me to live? Do you want me to stay in this apartment? If so, I will. Like, just lead me, guide me. I only want to live anymore according to your will. I'm not living for the world anymore. I'm living for you. Am I going to be perfect? No, because I'm an imperfect being. I'm imperfect. And that was something that I also thought about yesterday, was like forgiving. Like, I was praying and I was just worshiping and I was reading the Bible, and I said, Lord, I need to forgive my ex-husband. Like, I really, truly need to forgive him for good. And, I lost my train of thought. Basically, I just need to forgive him. And what I saw today and what Jesus did for me, dying on that cross, saying, forgive them, they know not what they do. My ex-husband is an imperfect, broken person, just like me. And I need to forgive him because God loves him. That is his son, you know? He loves him. He may not be happy with the things that he's doing, but he still loves him. And that is just, it's beautiful, you know? And I think about the love that I have for my kids. And it's like nothing I've ever experienced before in my life, right? Just imagine God created me in his image, and he literally created me exactly how he wanted me to look and act, the personality, like all that stuff, which I feel like my personality also has changed due to trauma and stuff like that. But I'm definitely working through that, and I'm going to give it to God, and I'm going to heal like that. Like, I'm going to find myself a Christian therapist. And I'm going to really tackle this trauma that I have built up from my childhood. And I'm going to really, truly work on healing myself, my relationship with food, my relationship with people, because I've had walls up unknowingly. I've been scared to get close to anyone, you guys, because I've been scared that I'm going to get hurt again. And that's something that's like hard to kind of come to terms with, but it's also one of those things that is real, you know? And it's, I don't know, like, I feel my heart starting to soften. And I feel like with people like, who come in my comment section and they're upset with me for whatever, I just want to pray for them. I don't anymore like want to look at it as like, oh, it's an attack on me, because it's not. It has nothing to do with me, actually. It has everything to do with what's going on in their lives. And all I can do is pray for them that they find what they're looking for, and they find something to fill the void the thing, honestly, the only thing that's going to fill that void, honestly, is Jesus. Like, seriously. And that's the thing that I realized, you know, you guys, like, I went and I had that job and I was making money, and I was like, oh, I can spend this, I can get this, I'm not worried about my bills, da 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 da. I still wasn't happy. I wasn't fulfilled. I was miserable. And it took me a minute to realize that the thing I've been searching for this whole time is him. It's him. Only he can offer me what I'm looking for. So, yeah, I got this. I'm going to read the Bible in a year. I'm very, very, very excited for it. I will link it down below. And then I'm going to a couple of groups, which I'm very, very, very excited for. So yeah, like, I'm going to work on my healing journey again, and I'm going to get close to God and put him first in everything. And with dating, if they're not a man of God, I'm not interested. I'm just not. So that was something I struggled with back and forth, back and forth. And I've made my decision. I'm like, no, he's got to be a man of God, because I don't want this wishy-washy, and I don't want to be wishy-washy anymore. I'm tired of, I love you, God. Oh my gosh, I'm mad at you. I love you. I'm mad at you. Like, no, he loves me unconditionally. And even though I've left and come back and left and come back so many times, he's always been there. He's never left. And his love for me never wavered. It never got stronger, or he will never love me any more or any less than how he loves me right now. And it's the same as it was when I was first born, and it will be the same my entire life. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys on this Easter, because this Easter was really special to me, because it was more than just getting my kids Easter baskets. It was really about celebrating Jesus and his resurrection and everything that he's done for me, specifically just me. And I want you, if you've struggled with that, really truly say that and really truly believe that. Don't have that mentality, or if you do have that mentality like I had, just switch it up and really sit in that and say, no, like, he did die for me, for me. I can say that and I can own that. And I think that things might change. It was in that moment that things started to change for me. I said, okay. Hey girl, hey, happy Tuesday. No, my days are all messed up, you guys. It is Monday. Don't look at my couch. I know it's a mess. We're cleaning. I cleaned the house a good bit today. So the kitchen was a literal pigsty. So I got most of that done. And then I really just, whatever went in the kitchen, I put that up. But if things were sitting out here that were needed to go to my bathroom and be put up, it's still sitting in my bathroom. Same with Kentrell's room. It's still sitting in Kentrell's room. Speaking of Kentrell, he comes home in a what? So I'm excited for that. So obviously he gets his room back, and then I no longer have a filming room, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Like, I'm fine putting my desk back in my bedroom. Like, it's no biggie. I would much rather have him here, you know what I mean? So we're gonna set his room back up. I'm excited about that. So yeah, anyways, went to the doctor this morning. Actually, it was this afternoon, and it's still afternoon. She told me, yes, in fact, I do have, I'm trying to fold my underwear and not show you guys. I do, in fact, have shingles, and it did, in fact, spread to my face. So, with that being said, she put me on an antiviral medication. I think it's over there. It's massive, you guys. The pill is like this freaking long. I was like, I can't take that. Raise your hand if you were like still 24 years old, not knowing how to swallow a pill. I did not learn how to swallow pills, you guys. I was scared to death of swallowing pills. I don't know when I finally started swallowing them. Like, okay, like I used to have to crush them. If I had a headache, I would always get the goodies powder. It was not fun. It was not fun. So it kind of traumatized me a little bit, and it took me back to when I couldn't swallow pills, because ain't no way I would have ever gotten that pill down. So anyways, I don't know how old I was actually. So yeah, that's that. She was in a rush, y'all. Like, I'm telling you, the doctors, I had a doctor. He was incredible when I first came here. I loved him. I literally loved him so much. He was so kind. He had great bedside manner. He sat there, talked with me, made sure that I felt okay with any ailment that I may have been having. It was just like, he was great, okay? These doctors, after Trying to find a doctor after him has been so hard. You guys, this Amazing Grace, oh, it smells so freaking good. I get a whiff of it here and there and I'm just like, oh my God. Oh my gosh, I gotta smell it again. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so freaking good. I'm gonna link the one that you can get from QVC. Let me know if you can get it. Can you get it? Because if so, girl, get it. It's good. It's so good. But yeah, I will link it from there, and then I'll link it from Amazon, and then I'll link it from Amazon's not going to have the QVC price. But I'll link it from Amazon, and then I'll also link it from Ulta. So you would think that Philosophy on the website, on their website, would have the jumbos, and they don't. They only QVC for some reason. So anyways, enough about that. I did not get to ask her any of the questions that I wanted to ask her, because like before I knew it, she did not ask me, do you have any questions? She just basically, like, before I knew it, she was taking her gloves off and she was like, okay, I'll call in the prescriptions, and she was out the door. I looked at Ava and I said, but I still have questions. I said, okay. So I said, well, when I get home, I will message her, send her a message, see if she gets back. So my questions were, can I wear makeup? Can I sweat? Can I work out? Can I be out in the sun? Like, basically, like, not sit out in the sun to tan, but just go outside for walks and stuff. And she responded yes to all. So I was like, okay. So yeah, everything is good to go. This right here feels so much better than it did last night. You guys know when I was talking last night, I was getting those sharp pains. Today, I've been talking, I've been up, I've been doing things, I've been all that kind of stuff. And I'll get them here and there. It'll be like just a little, like a little zing. And I'm like, it's not that bad. It's not that painful. Now, she did give me some GABA something. I don't know you. GABA something. And I'm choosing at this moment not to take it just because it's not bad. But that is to be taken if this goes away and I'm still having that nerve pain. But since it's such a drastic change from yesterday to today, I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna need it. So making that executive decision for myself, because I don't, if I feel like I don't have to take a medication, I don't want to take it, you know? So we'll see. But yeah, obviously I'm going to keep an eye on it, because I did read, obviously you could have like nerve damage, or like pain after shingles and whatnot. And I've been warned now to definitely, not by her, but by my friends, or Cantrell's friend's mom. She relayed a message to Cantrell, and she said you're going to have to watch your stress, because she had it when she was 20, and now that you've had it once, you are at high risk to get it again. And I said, oh, no. So we got to figure out ways to cope with stress. Y'all, I lied. The real reason why I haven't been filming, I really don't have shingles. I got a BBL. Doesn't it look great? What do y'all think? My booty look good? Yeah? Doesn't it look amazing? These leggings, you guys, they are so good. These are flared, which I really like. They have a nice waistband that's sucking you in. And I did get these a little bigger. So I probably, because I was just kind of trying to test to see, these are a 3X. I definitely need a 2X for me to feel the most compression right here. But girl, look at this booty. All right, I'm gonna get ready so I can go and take myself on a walk. I'm gonna be honest, I don't want to do this in the slightest, like at all. I don't want to do this at all. I just want to make it clear how much I don't want to go on this walk. However, I made a commitment to myself that no matter how I feel, after I got well, like I'm still experiencing some fatigue, but for the most part, I am feeling better. So now that I'm feeling better, I've got to start with working out again. So with that being said, this junk still be itching. I'm not gonna show you because it's ugly, y'all. It is ugly. It's so ugly. But I'm gonna go get my sneakers on. I saw this girly on TikTok say that what she'll do is she will walk to the entirety of an album. So I think I might do that. Oh, dang it. It's supposed to be fasting secular music. And all of the albums that I picked out were secular music. Happy Tuesday, by the way. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna link these leggings down below. They feel so dang good. Oh, they feel so good in the legs. They're like better than my Fabletics because they've got that nice compression, but it's not like super tight. Like I said, I did get a size bigger, but oh my gosh, sorry if you saw that. But these are nice. Yeah, these are really nice. They feel spectacular. Okay, so I got these books right here. I got them from the thrift books, but I also noticed that you can get them off TikTok Shop. So y'all know I want to get married again. So I saw this book and I said, oh, okay, yes. I am going to start praying for my future husband. And the cool thing about this is that they have prayers, right? But they give you little challenges throughout the way. Like challenge number 1 is to start a prayer journal. So use this journal to write down your prayers, especially your prayers for your future husband. Begin your prayer journal by writing out a personal prayer for your future husband. And I think that's so cool because when you meet him and like get married and stuff, you can say, these are the prayers that I prayed for you. Like, is that not so freaking cool? And you can like share your journal with him. I wouldn't do like a prayer journal and just like share everything. I would do a specific, and I will be doing a specific prayer journal for my future husband. Hold on, let me do this. Why are y'all all the way up there? That's better. I don't know why I was doing that. But wouldn't that be so cool to hand that over to him and just be like, here, like these are the prayers that I was praying for you. And that I was writing for you. I think that would be really, really, really special. And the authors of this book said that what they ended up doing was she did that and she wrote down her prayers for her future husband, but he was doing the same. So when she went to share them with him and said, here, this is what I was doing before I even met you, I was praying for you, he said, I've been praying for you too. And so they exchanged their prayers for each other. I think that's so cool. So anyways, challenge 1 is start a prayer journal. I haven't done this yet. I know I should, but it's okay. It's okay. But the cool thing is that it also gives you space and it gives you a prompt. So this one says personalize. Use this area to write a personalized prayer for your future husband. You can also write a list of things you would like to continue to pray for. So that is so cool. And then it just goes through like challenge number 2, take some time to think, consider all the ways God shows you his love, praise him for all the intentional details he puts into the thoughtful and caring ways he loves you. And then again, I believe after every prayer, they give you space in order for you to write. And then it just like has like inspirational things like throughout the book. Like it says right here, invest in relationships. Don't let loneliness overwhelm you. Invest in relationships you have with family and friends. Most of all, be confident and satisfied in your relationship with God in Christ Jesus. So yeah, this is really cool. I got that. I will link it down below for you guys. Like I said, I got it from Thrift Books. I am putting it on, it is on the TikTok shop. So I have been making videos on this for the TikTok shop as well. So you can get it brand new there. I will also link it from Amazon. So I'll link it for you guys. But then I also saw this and I was like, okay, I need to start praying for my kids. So this comes, well, if you buy it on the TikTok shop, it comes as a bundle. I'm sure you can probably buy these separately. I bought these again from Thrift Books I again bought these from Thrift Books. So yeah, this one is like almost looking brand new, like very good. This one too, by the way, this one's used. This one has a little bit of something on the cover, but for the most part, it looks really great. There's no writing or anything in it. And then this one's same. This one's actually in better condition than the Prayers for My Husband is. And it's kind of the same concept. You have prayers for your daughter. You have extra writing. For you to put your spin on the prayer, on what you want to pray for your daughter. And I just think that this is so cool. I think it's so cool, and got that. And then I also have one prayer, 31 prayers for my son. Now this one is the worst of the bunch. But again, I don't care. I don't really care. But there's like scribblings like right here. You can tell a little kid was definitely got a hold of this book, which I think is so cute. See, like right here. Yeah. So yeah, that actually makes me smile. But yeah, and then I have been doing really well with this. This is my Bible study. So I'm going to be reading the Bible in an entire year. So I am on obviously week 1. I was thinking, I was like, should I go with whatever week it is in the year, or should I just start with week 1? I was like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be from January to January. It could be like from April to April of next year. So we are doing week 1. So today is day 4. And this is just, first of all, it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful book, right? And I love it because you have your topic for the week. They each day, which this is what I love too. I love the fact that they're not taking you through the entire Bible, chapter by chapter, book by book. Like I love the variety. I'm loving this. And I think that when it comes to thinking about reading the Bible in a year, I'm like, yeah, no, like, no. But I just, the readings correlate with the what's this thing called? The readings correlate with the topic for the week. And then you also have a little like summary of, I don't know why they only do it for the first day. I guess that is the scripture that is most correlated with the topic. So that is the one that they have kind of like a more in-depth preview. Actually, no, I lied. Because it does, it goes through all the week, because it says this connection is reinforced in God's assurance. So this summary summarizes how all of these passages and all of these scriptures work together for this topic, which is for week 1, obviously, relationship between God and humanity. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, how do I explain this? But yeah, Joshua 1:19, and then it talks about Isaiah 1, Genesis 3, Romans 1. These are all things that we will be reading this week. So then you have reflect questions, and then you have a prayer for the week. So it also is kind of correlated to whatever the topic is. So creator of all things, may we see your image in us. Help us to see your love within and be catalysts for compassion. Amen. So week 2, divine guidance and provision. Like, look at this stunning artwork. Is it not? It's just so colorful, bold, beautiful. I will link this down below if you guys are interested. If you guys want to read the Bible in a year with me. Complexity of relationships. Look at that gorgeous art. Oh my gosh, I love it. Synopsis. The intricate dynamics of relationships are explored through the stories of Matthew 26 through 28, showcasing both the pain and betrayal and the strength of loyalty and love. And then again, obviously, you have your 7-day reading plan, and your little summary, your reflect questions. This prayer is, Lord of relationships, teach us to mend as you mend with grace for the broken. May we build pathways to peace for all. Steadfast faith in times of sorrow, unity through inclusion, freedom and reconciliation in Christ. The Holy Spirit is our advocate. Like, I'm so excited for this. When I saw this on the TikTok shop, I said immediately, yes, I have to get that. I have to get that. And this was actually before I got saved on Sunday. And then, yeah, so I've got my Bible. Today I'm going to be reading Psalms 1 through 2. So today's reading isn't going to be like a whole ton. But in this time, I am learning. I'm sorry, I know I'm itching my eye. I'm like, ugh. I have been praying for my ex-husband and for forgiveness for him. And wow. I mean, obviously I'm human, right? So I'm sure I'm going to have feelings come up and be like, I can't believe you did this to me. I don't know. But for the most part, I'm really on the path of forgiving him, which is so freeing. It's so incredibly freeing. But not only forgiving him, but also praying for him, praying for his salvation, praying for God to change him, to open his eyes, open his heart, to stop treating people the way that he is, to be a better father, to be a better person in general, and to stop manipulating people and using his gifts that God gave him for evil and manipulating people and use them for good, because the gifts that he has are incredible. They're absolutely incredible. So anyways, I'm really excited to be going on this journey and to see, just get a closer relationship with God and get in the Bible and all that kind of stuff. So that's very exciting. So yeah, anyways, I need to go change my shirt. I really need to get out and get on this walk. I really don't want to though. All right, so I just finished my walk. I will have this up on a full video within another vlog, but I was walking. I told this story on my weight loss channel, so I'm not going to retell it, but I was like, we're walking inside for the rest of this walk. So I was like, I feel so good. You will never regret working out. You will never regret a workout. You never will. No matter how bad you don't want to do it. I did not want to, that was the last dang thing I wanted to do, was to take an hour and go for a walk. Are you kidding me? No. So I did half of it outside and then the other half in here. So that's that. I'm going to go read my Bible, do my prayer books, pray, worship, and then I was going to do lash extensions on this vlog, and then I'm just like, so I'm going to wait until this clears up and then also this clears up, because I don't want it to spread. The doctor said I can put makeup over it, but I'm like, no, I can't. Like, that just, it doesn't make sense to me. If this spread from here, what makes me believe that it's not going to spread when I put makeup on? And then like putting the makeup on, but then also taking it off, like you're going like this and then, no. So I'm gonna wait until this clears up. I want to put on makeup so bad, but I'm also like, I don't want to put on lash extensions or do any of that stuff to my face. I'm just putting on moisturizer like up here, obviously avoiding this area at all costs. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be pretty boring. I mean, I could put on a cute outfit, but then my hair or my makeup's not done. I'm just like, So we'll see. Hopefully it's better by next week and I'll feel maybe more confident to put it on this. I don't know. Or maybe just skip it. You know, I can just put it around it and then skip it. But it still concerns me taking it off, you know? So anyways, I'm gonna go get my Bible study in, my Bible reading and all that, and I will check in with you guys later. There's really anything going on though. I'm gonna edit videos because I've been slacking on that, and I am going to eat lunch, get my 10,000 steps in today. That's about it. If anything exciting happens, I'll let you know. Dating with Jill. Y'all, listen to this. Okay, first of all, I told y'all in this video earlier that the one prayer that always gets answered by God, always, like usually within that day, is, Lord, if there is anyone that is not supposed to be in my life, please remove them. This works perfectly for when you are dating online, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. But I have a little story for y'all. He actually left a voice message, which I've never had anyone do before. And then under it, it said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, your turn. And I was just like, I don't know what the hell that means, but okay. So I leave him a voice message back and he responds with, oh my gosh, I didn't think that you were gonna respond. It's been 5 hours, you know, I was about to delete you or something like that. And I didn't listen, yes, it's a huge red flag and I should have immediately blocked him right then and there. I should have been like, dude, like, no. But I was just like trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he has a time scale and is like, you know what, if a woman doesn't respond within 5 hours, I'm gonna delete her, unmatch with her. I don't know. I don't know. And if that's your expectations, that's your expectations. Who am I to say that that's not for me? You know, that who am I to judge what your expectations are when it comes to dating, right? So I was just like, I'm just gonna let it go. So we're talking back and forth, leaving voice messages. And then he proceeds, because I asked him a question, he proceeds to tell me, did you even listen to my message? Go back and listen to it. I'm not leaving you voice messages anymore. And so I say to him, I can't tell if you're joking or not. Because like, are you for real, dude? Like, again, you are not the only person in my life. I have a lot of stuff that I have to remember, okay? I'm not revolving my life around remembering every single little detail that you told me in your voice message. I'm sorry, sir, but it's not happening. So apparently I asked him a question that he had already answered for me, or that he had already said, or whatever. Again, I let it slide. I was like, you know what? He obviously was joking, so let's just keep it going. But he kept bringing up the whole, it took you 5 hours to get back to me kind of thing. Oh, damn it, I just touched it. It's like real itchy, like right here. Oh, and girl, hold on. So, what was I saying? I hate when I do that. I don't know what I was saying, but this morning, he said something again last night in his message about it taking me 5 hours to get back to him. So I responded to his voice message today and I said, I would just like to let you know that if you're looking for someone that's gonna get back to you immediately, no disrespect, but I'm not the one. You know, and I said, I will respectfully tell you if something is going on and I can't get back to you, or, you know, because communication is very important. I agree, communication is so important, but what you're asking of me is completely, I can't do it. And I really don't know anyone that can be at your beck and call 24/7. First of all, you are a single man looking for a single woman, okay? A woman, most likely in your 40s, she's gonna have kids, okay? If you're looking at women also in their 40s, she's most likely gonna have kids and is most likely a single mom, okay? Us single moms don't have time to be at your beck and call. I don't know you, sir. I'm not sitting on this app waiting for men to just say hello to me. Like, who the hell do you think you are? I mean, what is the word I'm trying to say? Entitlement that you're giving off, sir? And I didn't say any of this. I just let him know. Respectfully, I will let you know, like today, I'm not gonna be available all morning, but I'll be available in the afternoon so we can talk. And I look forward to talking to you in the afternoon. But yeah, I go because I wasn't available all day or all morning. I went for an hour walk, okay? I came back, I was in my word, I was praying, I was making notes, I was worshiping, I was doing all that stuff, right? That is my time with God that nobody comes in between, okay? Nobody. Like obviously if I'm in my word and Ava needs me and it's an emergency, I'm dropping it to go tend to her. But anything else, no. You, sir, I don't even know. So anyways, I got my plate ready for lunch and I went to sit down and I was like, oh, let me see if he responded or if I have like any other messages on Hinge or whatever. Cause again, I'm not on that website a ton. Like I'll see someone match or whatever and I'll be like, okay, whatever, I'll get to it. Like I'm just not on there. I'm not matching with guys. Like I'm not, what is this? Swiping right, left. I'm not doing any of that. I'm just waiting for guys to like me. And it's so funny because so many of these dudes would be like, oh my gosh, I've been waiting to match with you. Like you don't even understand. And then they're like, they don't talk to you. They're not trying to get to know you. So yeah, anyways, I sat down and dude had unmatched with me. He was nowhere to be found. And I was just like, you have got to be kidding me. All because one, I set a boundary, but I was very respectful. I wasn't coming at him in a weird way or a harsh way. I guess it's interesting, but I will say, anytime this happens, I'm just like, thank you, God. And I just move on, literally. I mean, obviously, here's the thing. You're not gonna match with everyone, right? You're not gonna go on dates with everyone. You're not gonna be compatible with everyone because the point is that I don't want to date like that. I just want one person. I want my future husband. Where he is, I don't know. But I'm praying for him. So anyways, I just had to update y'all. I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. I apologize again. I look a hot mess. I know I probably don't have to, but I just don't like coming on here looking like this because A, this is my job. B, this is a public platform and this is how I'm showing up to work, you know? But again, I just, you know, and I would rather give you guys content than to not have content because of this, you know? So Shingles sucks. Don't get it if you can avoid it. Love you guys. Have an amazing day and I will see you in the next one. It should be a video coming up this week. Bye guys.